show. We have Ali Afshar here, who is an ESX Motorsports owner, and you also are one of the drivers. Now, I've posted some videos of you driving around there, so I mean, what are you doing in Vegas?
Well, we're here to help promote the dealership. You know, we're doing a big national tour on behalf of Subaru dealers across the U.S., and we're really excited to be here. We've come to Subaru Las Vegas since 2001, since the first turbo Impreza WRX came out, and it's always great because there's such an enthusiast crowd out here, and it's Vegas.
Well, yeah, Vegas is always fun to come to, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, now, this car, first of all, I'm looking on YouTube, and of course you come on there, and you don't have your name, you have your YouTube name on there. You're like, but I'm the driver, I'm Ali, so this is a 4-cylinder car. Am I correct? 1,000 horsepower?
More, actually.
So a four-banger.
A four-banger, yeah.
With over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this specific car is because we have a couple different pro cars, and I'll be honest with you, this is actually our slower car. Really? Because this is a full street car. This is just like what you could buy off the showroom here at Subaru Las Vegas. Okay. It's a 3,250-pound, full interior, power windows, all the body panels are stock, radial tires, full exhaust, single turbo, 4-cylinder, all-wheel drive. It's the exact same setup that are right behind me. So that's in the street class. We raced this for the NHRA series for about 6 years. We were an 18-time national champion, 2-time series champion from 2002 through 2008. And the thing is, this car, the cool thing about this car is it's a real car. We have another one that was like, you know, full tube chassis, crazy carbon fiber stretch, lower, it doesn't really look like a car. But this is actually a real car. It's got wipers and power windows.
So this is a street legal car with over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, 1,100 horsepower.
1,100 horsepower.
Yeah, single turbo 2.5-liter STF.
Again, folks, 4-cylinder. I mean, and we were talking with Burton, the general manager here at Subaru Las Vegas earlier. And I'm a car guy, and I was telling him about it. A friend of mine used to own a Porsche shop, and what they would do is they would pull the Porsche engine out, and they would throw in one of two engines. One of those engines was a Subaru engine. And they got better performance out of the Subaru engine than Porsche got. And of course, it's a lot more cost effective, and just really a testament to the quality of engine that Subaru does. So what have you done? Have you beefed up that engine in any way, or is this can't be a stock engine?
Well, a lot of it is stock. I mean, it's a stock housing. What we do is we just beef up the internals, but you nailed it. I mean, Subaru builds a great platform, not just in the engine, but in the whole symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Their whole cars, I mean, their cars last. We've seen cars 200,000 to 300,000 miles that are still on the road. So what we do is we'll take the motor and tranny. They're stock, but we'll put, you know, custom pistons, cranks, rods in them to be able to handle stock. It'll come with, you know, 15 to 16 pounds of boost. We stuff about 60 pounds of boost from a turbo bigger than my head. You can see it outside.
That's a lot of boost for those of you who know cars. That's a ton of boost. Most people are running 15 to 20 max.
Max, yeah.
You know, in most
we leave the line at 25.
See, most car companies, what they do is, even with the performance car companies, they give you maybe a nice platform, but you've got to spend thousands of dollars into getting the internals, even to be able to accept, you know, 100 shot of nitrous. But Subaru has that great platform that you're talking about. Obviously, when you're running 60 pounds of boost, you have to, you know, beef up the internals, the pistons a little bit. But what exactly is the typical thing? Let's just say I go out and I buy a Subaru. Okay, let's say I'm coming over, never had a Subaru, I'm getting it. What does ESX Motorsports, what does Zenkai Motorsports recommend that I do to get that power that is still streetable without me getting suspension upgrades, without me getting brake upgrades, things like that? Just kind of run us through a basic tip.
Well, actually, what you would do is you would come here because Zenkai has everything pretty much on display. And this is the first time I've seen this new dealership, and it's just awesome. I mean, you come in and you'll see basically the basics of an engine is to make it breathe. Better intake, better exhaust system, frees up power, it's like free horsepower. When you get the right people like Zenkai and the right tuners involved in the right parts, all you would do is you put a nice exhaust system, it'll spool up a little quicker. Now mind you, you have to be careful of what state you live in because some exhaust systems, there's CARB is California Air Resource Board where we're from. Now in Nevada, I honestly don't know what the rules are, whatever, but there's certain pieces that you want to make sure. SPT, Subaru Performance Tuning, makes their own line of products, intakes and exhaust systems that actually, I believe, still carry a warranty as well. So, you know, that's the first one, what a lot of people call stage one, and then you retune it, preferably on a dyno and an all-wheel drive dyno. Then you kind of upgrade it from there. You replace the injectors, the fuel pump, because with more air, you need more fuel to keep that mixture. So then, and then the next level, which you do, upgrade an intercooler to cool the charge from the turbo, and then an upgraded turbocharger. So now you have intake, exhaust, intercooler, fuel pump, injectors. You tie that all together with the right combo of pieces. You have an easy 450, 500 horsepower car you can drive every day. I mean, we've built tons of them. UG, the guys here built them. I'm sure that's the beauty of the Subaru. It's very tunable. Everything is there.
You know, and that's really it's one of the great things about Subaru, obviously. Now, Ali, you're a race car driver. people have asked me before, in a couple of years, my 3-year plan is to have my own license and race in one of the series here that's held locally. But how does somebody get involved in racing? Whether it be, in your class or any other class, just how does somebody go about getting involved in becoming a race car?
I don't want to sound cheesy, but you do what you love. I started in high school. I mean, I won my first high school drive with my '67 Camaro up at used to be called Sears Point Raceway. Now it's Infineon. It's just kind of evolved. If you really like what you're doing, you just go out there. Whether you start at Wednesday night autocrossing or street class drag racing, which those are both very affordable. You do some, you can go to Redline Time Attack this year and rent or race any car you have. I said rent, not rent. Race.
Don't race or rent a car.
Don't rent a car and race it. Even though people do that, we don't support that. But there's a lot of things you can start at entry levels where you can get out there and have fun. And the thing is, if you're good and you love what you do, it'll just continuously grow. I mean, we were heavy in domestics, and then when I got my first WRX, we won a big race and got a lot of attention and got a cover of some magazines, and that's when we built Subaru of America came around board, and we built a relationship with them for those since 2001. So it's really to tell people that are new, trying it, like, if you love it, you just gotta go do it. Don't sit there talking about it, do it. Get a car, doesn't matter what car it is, just build it, learn about it, go out there. And then when it gets to that pro level, it's a different, you need a team, and you need to know how to deal with sponsors, and even that's not too difficult to do. Once you know what sponsors you're looking for, you can do it as well. But it's just really like follow your passion and go after it, just like anything.
Well, Ali, tell us how they get a hold of you and ESX Motorsports online, obviously, because you've got some great web stuff, man. You could do behind-the-scenes stuff, which a lot of places don't do, which I really appreciate as a car fan.
Cool.
So, how do they get a hold of you online? What can they do?
Yeah, ESXmotorsports.com. That's E like easy, S like street, X like X-ray, and then motorsports with an S at the end. It's plural. They just go to ESXmotorsports.com, and there's everything there. My personal email is my first name, Ali, A-L-I, at ESXmotorsports.com. But if you send anything, somebody will pick it up. There's tech, sales, info at. You can go and you'll get to somebody, and we're located in Southern California. But the thing with us is we're partnered with all the dealers. We have over 30-some dealers this year that we're doing good shows with, like this one. So what we like to do is, if you're in the Vegas area, this is a perfect outlet. It's probably one of the best because of the performance stuff you guys have here. A lot of people don't have this much performance stuff hanging on the wall with these cool cars. So why I'm saying that is, we build our own line of ESX STI vehicles as well, like special edition Subarus, but they go all through the dealers. You basically have to come to your dealer to buy something.
That's where you get the platform.
Yeah.
You definitely build a platform up at the dealer. And Zenkai Motorsports, they have a tremendous shop here. We've got some great deals going today.
Yeah.
Al, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. And we've already talked to your people. Come Monday, for KX&T listeners, I'm going to post some of your videos and some of the links to your stuff, man, because we do have a lot of car people who listen to the station, so we're going to make sure that we get some of that up there so they can see who you are and what you guys do, because it's very impressive. And like I said, if you're a car fan, they do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And most of the time when you go to some of these racing websites and car websites and driver sites, it's just them actually driving around the track. But the behind-the-scenes stuff that Ali does is very cool. You get to really learn some of the inside stuff. So, Ali, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
All right, thanks a lot.
Have a good day.
All right, folks, thank you for listening. News Radio 840 KX&T. We have another hour of open lines coming up next. But in just a couple of minutes, if you have entered to win the Conan O'Brien tickets, because he is going to be doing stand-up here in Las Vegas, we're getting ready to draw those tickets for the first pair coming up in just a couple of minutes here on News Radio 840 KX&T. And you must be present to win.